Alright, this is the undershirt lesson. So this is generally going to work for all kinds of shirts that doesn't have a collar. We're going to go over dress shirts and that type of colored shirt later. But for now, I'm going to show you how to do the long sleeve shirt as well as the t-shirt and the tank top. I'm going to show you 3 different variations of them, but for all 3 of these, the methods are interchangeable except for the obvious change with the shirt length, right? So I'm going to show you this one for the long sleeve shirt. I'm going to show you how to fold a tank top standing up like this, as well as a t-shirt to kind of avoid wrinkles. I tend to avoid wrinkles on the ones that I use like this one as a shirt that I like to show off. Generally, the outermost layer I try to fold in a way that avoids wrinkles. However, for things like tank tops and such, I'm not going to be as careful because nobody is going to see it, and this method saves more space than this one does, even though this one is slightly bigger in size. All right, so I guess we'll just start out with the longest sleeve, and then we'll work our way up to the short sleeve in the end. So generally, I store my long sleeve shirts together with the sweaters that I have, which will be in another video as well. But that kind of dictates that I fold this one in fourths. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by laying my long sleeve shirt out flat. So I'm going to start with a shirt face up like this, and from here I'm going to fold a little bit of a pocket here at the bottom. Since it has arms, I'm going to give it a little bit extra here. You don't want to give it too much because the fold is going to turn out very ugly. However, I think a good 7 centimeters here, or maybe 3-4 inches for a shirt like this is needed. So once you have that folded up nicely, the next step is to take the arms off camera here and fold them over like this. Now, if your arms are any longer than this, I do recommend that you fold them down. However, I think this is okay. However, don't worry about it. If you fold them down, it's totally fine as well. If you do fold them down, it's best to do it like this, that you fold one side, then fold it over, and then fold the other arm in before you fold the other side over as well. However, for this shirt, this fold is fine. So from here, if you didn't guess it already, we're going to fold it over 1/4 of the way in, like this. And we're going to do it the same way on the other side as well. So you kind of want to make sure that everything is lined up nicely at this point. Then we're going to turn the entire thing around like so. And from here, we're going to start rolling up our shirt. Now, I don't like to roll it very tightly, as it does tend to create more wrinkles, but don't be afraid to give it a little bit. As long as it doesn't tug too much on the fabric, you're going to avoid wrinkles mostly. So next up, we're going to lift up the entire roll here. Make sure that it doesn't unravel, so grab hold of the entire thing here. From here, I'm going to take this little band that we have created, and I'm going to wrap it over the top of the fold like this. And then carefully turning it around like this while holding on to the underside, I'm going to fold over the other side as well. From here, you can give it a little bit of a tug if you want to stretch it out. Especially the first time, it's nice to give it a little bit of stretch to make sure everything lines up nicely like this. So I'm gonna put this together with the rest of my sweaters here, and then we are going to move on to the t-shirts. Alright, so for the t-shirt, I'm going to show you how to roll it up to especially avoid wrinkles. This method will be great if you're going to wear the t-shirt as the outermost layer, like I'm doing now. Like I said, this is good for sweaters, pants, as well as I think skirts. Surprisingly, dresses are pretty okay to roll up with the pocket on it. Alright, so let's get started on the t-shirt here. I'm just gonna unroll it quickly for you guys before I lay it down on the table. So the first thing that we're gonna do here is a little bit different from the other fold. So I'm gonna fold in both arms like this, making sure that I have a nice triangle here. So from here, I'm gonna fold it in 1/3 of the way over to the other side, like this. And then 1/3 of the way on the other side too. So you generally want to roll from the side that's most heavy first. Therefore, I'm gonna start up here with the neck area, and I'm just gonna start rolling it down while flattening out the rest of the shirt. So you don't really want to roll this tight, as that can create more wrinkles. As you see, there is no pocket here, so this shirt overall is going to create very, very little wrinkles for you. And that's it. So obviously the two disadvantages with this method compared to the pocketed method is that they can't really be stacked vertically. They need to lay down horizontally, otherwise they're going to unravel. So I'm going to stack it in here, well, like this. And next, we're going to take a look at the tank top, which will be able to stack vertically. So I'm just going to unroll it here for you guys before we get to work. All right. So with the tank top laying down facing up the same way as the other two, I'm going to start out by creating the pocket here down at the bottom by wringing out. You don't need that much space for tank tops since they are pretty thin and usually don't have very much fabric. So getting away with, let's say, 4 centimeters, 3-4 centimeters, or around 2 to 3 inches, or around maybe 2 inches should be enough for these. However, if you're uncomfortable with that, feel free to give it a little bit extra. However, don't give it too much, because then you're going to end up with a flappy pocket on the outside. So the next step here is probably, you guessed it, to fold it in, as it does not have any sleeves at all. I'm going to do 1/3, but feel free to do 4ths as well. However, for stacking vertically, I feel like 1/3 is better than 4ths, as you will get a shorter but a little bit thicker fold. So I'm going to fold it in 1/3 of the way on one side, and then 1/3 of the way on the other side as well. So from here, I'm going to turn it around so that I have the neck facing me, and I'm going to roll it up. Now, for these types of shirts, I tend to be a little less careful, because this is just going to function as an undershirt for me, so I don't really care if it's slightly wrinkly. However, you can be more gentle with it and you'll avoid more wrinkles. Also, you could do the T-shirt method if you really want to avoid the wrinkles. As you reach this point, you're going to grab hold of the entire roll here. And again, fold over the rest of the shirt on one side, turn it around, grab a hold of it, and do the other side as well. At this point, you can adjust it until you get used to the fold, like this, and you have a really beautiful fold here. And this can also be stacked vertically. Feel free to mix and match these if you want to. It's totally fine. All right, so that's it for the shirts. Now it's time for you to go through the worksheet, get rolling, and I will see you in the next lesson.